Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here. It's Tuesday the 11th. As always, the site's kept you see around the screen here. When you click on them, that generates revenue for us, and when you come back to the site and view the site, that generates revenue too. So that's how we keep things free of charge. I've got a quick one for you today. The GFS total rainfall for the next week, taking us up to 7 AM on the 19th of September, which is the Wednesday the 19th of September. Notice how most of the rainfall again is over more northern parts of the country, particularly northern and western parts of Scotland. Down western coast we're expecting sort of 25 millimetres. It's about an inch, and yeah, one or two isolated places through central England could be seeing some rainfall too. But notice how little rainfall there is across the south here, sort of 3, 4, 5 millimetres, affecting southeastern parts of England. So not much on the way at all. And the reason for that is low pressure north of Scotland. We've got high pressure to the south. It is high that really holds the key, because you'll notice how as the sequence runs through, this is 4 o'clock on Wednesday morning, and that's 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning. High pressure always tends to hold on through these more southern areas. This is a trough that's moving across Ireland into northern parts of England during the course of Wednesday. It brings some rain with it, some of that fairly heavy as it passes through, and this has been really well forecasted by the GFS. It picked up on this first up last Wednesday and has stuck with the scenario all the way through. So it brings some heavy bursts of rain, I think, during tomorrow across northern parts of England, parts of the northern Midlands, perhaps into East Anglia too. For the south, the rain is tending to be lighter. Then a ridge of high pressure builds in from the west, and it's going to be drier weather through Scotland, through Ireland, through western parts of England and Wales late on during Wednesday afternoon. And then overnight, well, we find a ridge of high pressure building through, and we need to watch for temperatures falling quite smartly across England and Wales during Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Could be a touch of ground frost in more rural areas. Windier conditions though through Scotland, look, with some heavy bursts of rain and some gales across northern and western Scotland by the time the night is out. And then through Thursday itself, where we find still windier conditions across Scotland, gales again here, some heavy bursts of rain across the north and the west, but down to the south, much drier conditions and some sunny spells through Thursday across more central and eastern areas. Into Friday, a cold front will be slipping its way southeastwards during Friday. That takes some showery rain with it. I really think very little on this by the time it's clearing through southern England. And then following behind, we've got blustery showers and some sunny spells, and still feeling quite autumnal-like across many parts of the country. Dry through much of eastern Wales, the Midlands, northeast England and eastern parts of Scotland. And then going into the 15th, so we're into Saturday the 15th, look, notice the ridge of high pressure building to the south, so the high starting to dominate things through the course of this weekend, although you'll notice how we've still got some fronts bringing rain across parts of Scotland and into Northern Ireland. By Sunday, though, by Sunday afternoon, we're going to find high pressure building during Sunday afternoon. This brings far more settled conditions, and yes, still one or two showers across western coast, but it really is setting itself up to be quite a nice end to the weekend. And then through Monday, with the flow turning more southerly, it looks like it is going to become very warm. This high stays out towards the east, low pressure out towards the west, may bring some rain for western parts of Scotland and Western Ireland, but for most of us it looks as if it is going to be fine, warm and dry. Now, this is where I think the GFS perhaps has a little bit of a hiccup into Tuesday of next week, because it's bringing in this trough from the west, taking some pretty hefty bursts of rain eastwards with it, with low pressure being to the north of Scotland. I'm not sure that that's going to get in quite so quickly. I think this will be a scenario that plays itself out, but I'm wondering if this is likely to be on Wednesday rather than during Thursday. Now, I just want to show you the ensemble here for the next few days. This is taking us into next week. So this is Tuesday, look, and notice how on Tuesday, so this is Tuesday the 18th, notice how the trough is kept out to the west, look, the front is through here. So the ensemble certainly tries to keep them a little bit further west. It then brings it eastwards late on Tuesday, overnight to Wednesday. I think this is probably a little bit ahead of itself again, but having said that, I think the overall pattern is correct. And what it then tries to do is to bring us more into a westerly flow next week of sunny spells and showers. The high trying to get back in once again, look, so I think many places in the south of the country are likely to be staying dry, but it's what happens later on in the forecast that I want to show you here. Look, notice this trough coming in from the north. Just watch what happens by the time we're getting into the 23rd and into the 24th. The winds are changing direction. The ridge is building back out in the Atlantic here, and this ridge building back out in the Atlantic will have the effect of turning the winds into a more northwesterly direction. Now that could lead to quite a cold plunge of air coming southwards around the 25th into the 26th. And this scenario looks possible to me. I think by Tuesday and Wednesday, the 25th and the 26th, we could be seeing quite a sharp downturn in temperatures. So we could be seeing temperatures falling. And if we take a look at the time series map for the GFS, this is for London, and it's smooth to some extent, but it shows the kind of pattern. Look, here's the rising temperatures. These red lines here are maximum temperatures in 6-hour spells. So you can see the rising temperatures generally into this weekend, peaking into the mid-20s. Then what we find is that the temperatures start to come off, look, and as they fall off, they get ever colder as we head into the end of the forecast period. Now, the ensemble here is smoothing things out, so it's not showing such a dramatic fall that I think there will be. But I think by this period, by the time we're into the 24th, 25th, possibly 26th, these temperatures are likely to be down into the kind of mid-teens, so we're looking at 13s and 14s, rather than where they're starting off here, up in the mid-20s. So it's quite an interesting spell of weather coming in the next couple of weeks, and hints that we are going to see the first proper cooler snap. I'm not going to say cold snap, proper cooler snap of autumn from about the 25th of September onwards. We'll keep our eyes on that, of course, for you. So thanks again for watching, and just a reminder that sites get free of charge by the adverts you see around here. So keep the sun shining, and bye for now.